Now from the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Condors of Orlando. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
On the set. 18 robbery, 18 robbery. 65.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll find Henderson out of the backfield here. Now he's free at the 35. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. DK Metcalf, and across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Niner defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect that offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
60 Bobcat.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty.
Here we go. Cut my team. 60 Maverick. 60, 79, 18. 5 in.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play, forcing the time throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
60, 60. 70 range. Razor. 70 Razor.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And that will force a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. Goes right back to McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come, we get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
17 yards.
Get it.
And the 49ers first.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And he is all the way up past the 25. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Reno, come on.
Here we go on 4th down. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Okay,
and this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Ready? 70 Lions.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be caught. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter.
Let's go now.
As they go to work on a 1st and goal. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Cougar 19.
Henderson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
70, Timberwolf.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Kyle Williams there to make the grab. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns.
14. Condors, nothing.
The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go.
And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's caught here by Adams.
Second down and a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 17th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Condors have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. He'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
1st down, 49ers.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
19.
Back to throw here. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Let's go now.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. He'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. intercepted.
Picked off by Maxwell Hairston.
And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. It's a turnover on down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Come on, go.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Cut 19, 2. Lion.
They'll look to throw here.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And touchdown. A great play there. 59 yards. And the Condors are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Here we go, set.
And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. If they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play. The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
He'll find Metcalf. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Looking to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
21, Condors 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
21 yards.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And a pretty good burst right there as they'll take this down to the 33. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's go now. 70, Cougar 19. Check, 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 check. Seven Pirates. Let go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this one is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
17.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes. That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Okay,
third
ready?
down and 6.
Ready? Lightning, 18.
He'll look to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Jamar Chase, 46 yards. And the Condors come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
49ers 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Their own 32-yard line. The
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Slot man moves right. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's complete downfield out left to his running back. Touchdown, 49ers. Trevion Henderson, 70 yards. And the 49ers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Viking, 18.
They'll look to throw now on first down. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. A good position to be in here, second and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 91 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the 49ers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception returned for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability...
In trouble, and he's taken down.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
1st and 10.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Adams. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
19 yards.
That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready, break. Ready.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
And goal.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
34.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, break.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
2nd and 9.
Strictly Eagles! Strictly Eagles! Strictly Eagles! Strictly Eagles!
Again, it's Henderson. As across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
They'll set up to throw.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
They'll look to throw here on first down.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And the Niners are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's 1st and goal.
First and goal. 70 Timberwolves.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Trevion Henderson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Niners are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
That's complete to Chase. Down the right sideline. Jamar Chase.
Touchdown.
Jamar Chase
With his second touchdown of the night.
And the Condors use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19. Ready.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Well, they got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
That's another 49er first down. It's a gain of 35. First down, San Francisco.
Cougar 19.
He'll look to throw.
That's complete to McBride.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready, set.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. Goes right back to McBride.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
So that, Charles, a season long, and since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, as everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. Well, 4 quarters couldn't decide things, so it's on to overtime here as the kick is away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end. Thrown for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here.
A gain of a yard.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a first throw here in overtime.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
He'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
That's good.
They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Still going inside the 20.
And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
And even 150 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
A chance now to strike first in the overtime session and get a big leg up. 1st and goal.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On play action, they'll throw. That is caught. Touchdown. They strike first here in overtime.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around, they're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end.
That one.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll set up a throw. They'll find Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Bobcats, 60, 19 tight, 19, go.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Orlando, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.